This is your WW3 news. Well, seeing how much gold you pay for an ounce, we're talking about $4,829. Well, that's a lot of money, that is. It's an indication when things go bad. Gold always goes up. When things are fine for us, it goes down. The problem is, it goes up. You have Trump announced he's going to build another bunker, nuclear bunker, in the Vincents of the Whitehouse. While he's there, might as well do it, isn't it? So he's building on the top of it some type of what you would call it, dancing room, ballroom, what you call it. These ICE agents, they turn out to be more like, a bit like the black shirts of fascists. Or the secret police of Stalin a little bit, because, they're not just going out for, the illegals. They're going at anyone who opposes the narratives of Trump, basically. There was an example. They knocked on a lady's door in America, for probably Minnesota or Minneapolis, a place like that there. And obviously she posted a pro-Palestinian message. They didn't came out to arrest her. They came there to intimidate her, because one of the officers was one big motherfucker. Was, spread the message around, something horrible could happen to you if you post something in the future. And obviously these riots and nation provocateurs and infiltrators, they do exist in America as well, because they want to impose martial law, sending the US military down there. And afterwards, this social unrest will spread to other American cities as they planning to do so. It could be the fact. Seeing how the American economy and the European economy is going, it's going tits up. You need martial law to impose curfews, suspension of the Constitution, going to wartime powers. They need a war because they're going bust. Because the financial collapse is on the horizon. When it's going to happen, no one knows. And like in the United Kingdom as well, it's in a different way. They're going around it. You want to post on top of totalitarian authority. The United Kingdom is a good example of tyrants. Anyway, regarding Greenland is just going to be another place where they're going to stick nuclear missiles on the west. Like this, they surround Russia or any allies, basically. The Russians are not falling for it. They know very well how the Western politicians behave. Absolutely bonkers and totally insane they are, Western politicians. And that's regarding other type of events which are occurring. Economy going bad, uncontrollable mass immigration, which could letting these buggers loose on the streets. They are becoming more violent towards people who pass by for no apparent motive, because they are savages. I said so many times on various videos regarding these illegals and so on. They are there, yet They are pawns on the chessboard now. So when it calls for an uprise, in goes the military, martial law, the whole 9 yards. This is probably it's all about. And I say it's type of cheap labour source or voters. Could be both. Mixed together. Things are not looking too good. Regarding the economical collapse of war, economical collapse has occurred in the past. 1929. All those years, America tried to get out of the depression, they call it, the Great Depression, right? For the Great Reset, why not a war? And that's why Europe is preparing for war. You know, telling their people reintroduction of conscription, draft, and all that shit. And obviously they're talking about, oh, we're going to have to fight the Russians and stuff like that. The own enemies, or the foes, are within. Politicians and those illegals which they're letting. That's all.